Yeah, well, I was very friendly with Pete for a number, and oh well, really till he died. From I don't know, from '62, from when he, I think he, one of the earliest memories was when he came up to Record Mirror and he was publicising Bob Dylan. It was when Dylan came over here to do that play, I think it was, on TV. Peter was doing the publicity. 62 would that have been? 62, 63 maybe? Because he'd been involved with Andrew Oldham. They'd had a publicity thing together. And then of course Andrew got the Stones, and Peter was not best pleased about this. I mean, I don't think it wasn't that he particularly begrudged Andrew the Stones, but he wanted a group of his own. And he got the High Numbers, or the Who as they were then, and he changed their name to the High Numbers, and did that record with them. I'm the Face. Yeah, and then he didn't actually have them for very long, but they were terrific. They used to go down the scene. I would go down the scene especially to see the High Numbers. They were the most brilliant group I'd seen since the Stones. So really, Meaden's taste was pretty good. He always had very good taste, Peter. He could always pick things up. He was one of those guys. He was always a little bit too much in advance. You know, he was kind of a year or two in advance, whereas it's better to be maybe 3 months in advance. I mean, he used to take them down Shaftesbury Avenue to really to get kitted out. So he got them that image. And then he had a press reception at the pub on top of the Scene Club. I can't remember the name of it, because the scene was dry. I mean, I say dry. You know, there's a lot of pills there, but it was dry. So you'd have to go up to the pub to drink. And Peter had the reception for the record. And Kit Lambert and Chris Stamp were there, and for some reason Peter lost them, and that was that. Obviously Chris and Kit were more suitable as managers, because Peter, brilliant though he was, and he really was brilliant. I mean, if Peter was talking, you know, you would really pay attention. Brilliant though he was a bit of a Svengali. And the Who were too, you know, they weren't those kind of people. You couldn't really mould them. You know, they were very forceful and quite violent, and it wouldn't have worked with Peter, I don't think.